What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Washington Way. Back here again with another video. I think this is going to help out a lot of people that are first-time home buyers and those that are transitioning from being in an apartment to a home. This video I haven't seen really nowhere. Even when I was looking for our home that we're in now, I didn't see any advice on this, but I feel like this will be helpful for anyone that's out there looking to be a first-time home buyer or looking to transition from an apartment to a home with regards to new construction. Once again, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a real estate agent. This is my personal opinion. This is what I personally went through. This is my logic whenever I was going through the process. So first, we'll start off with, getting ready for purchasing the home. So once you've done your research on the location, I strongly advise that everyone research. Before we got this home, I was literally researching the housing market, how to buy a house for maybe like 3 years. I just wanted to be prepared for the biggest purchase, they say, in your life, which is purchasing a home. So I would say do your research, do your own research, never go off anyone's opinion. You can always take someone's opinion and use it to your advantage. Either you want to take it or you don't want to hear it, but always do your own research. The next step would be saving. I mean, purchasing a home is not cheap at all. It definitely costs money. But when we purchased our home, I thought of it as an investment. I feel like we might not be here for 30 years in this home. We might use this as an investment property. We might try to sell and get equity, which the equity on the home is already gone up significantly since we moved in. There's 2 neighborhoods being built, actually 3 neighborhoods being built all around us. So the property value is going up each and every day, which we love. So make sure you do your research on the area that you're looking to live in. We have schools by us. We have grocery stores. Everything is convenient. The highway is right there. Make sure you do that research whenever you're looking for a home. Your next step would be your earnest money. Typically, your earnest money will be 3% of the purchase price. But since today's day, like the market is crazy, inflation is driving everything up. The virus is causing everything to spike up. There's low inventory, high demand. So it may be different, but when we were going through the process, it was only 3% of our purchase price, which was in our, within our means. We were like, okay, we're putting 3% down as the earnest money, which gets converted to your escrow account. And then, later on, you have to worry about the closing costs and the closing fees and stuff like that. So make sure you're saving your money, because whenever it's time to sign, you want to have your ducks in a row, because if you don't, especially in a market like this, because we have some friends that said that, now you have to bid on these new construction houses, which, I mean, that's pretty crazy because the resale market is insane as it is. So make sure you have everything in line. Another thing, credit, man. Make sure your credit is on point. I feel like I will do a video on credit. I've personally helped one of my friends raise his credit score over 80 to 90 points just by the research that I've done, being self-taught about credit. It really helped me out with my credit. I helped my wife out with her credit, make sure that, we're doing the right things. We're paying on time. We don't have anything derogatory on our account. That's going to help you in the long run. That's going to help you get the best interest rate. That's going to help you get the best APR. So that's one thing to think about. As far as interest rates and APR, you also want to look into that too. This is probably the lowest that it'll ever go because everything is just crazy right now with the virus. Interest rates used to be around 3.5 to and higher as far as percentage wise. We luckily were able to get our home interest rate at a 2.5, and then our APR is around 3.5%, which is incredible because the homeowners that I do know, their interest rate is way higher than that 2.5 that we're getting, and that's the lowest that I was able to get. I mean, everybody else were saying 2.8, 3.0. Once I saw that 2.5, I had to jump on it. So interest rates, make sure you're studying that, learning what that is. APR, you want to study that, learn what that is. But as far as being a homeowner, when it came to moving from an apartment, apartment is everything is structured. Apartment, you really don't have too much to worry about. You're paying a set amount of rent, electricity, water, cable, if it's included, it's optional, internet. That's really all you have to pay. With owning a home, there's a lot of expenses that a lot of people don't talk about, but they're sometimes optional, but they are sometimes required. So some of the things about owning a home, you got your mortgage. Mortgage is pretty much set for the amount of the loan. It may change some years. I haven't gone through that scenario because this is our first year owning a home. So another bill that we have is electricity. Electricity, it ranges up and down. We're fine with that. Water, it ranges up and down. We're fine with that. But then you have certain bills like the termite bill, pest control. Those are things that in an apartment you don't have to worry about, but now that you're in a home, you're responsible for those things. So with our new construction home, we got our termite control for a year and it was for free. But then the next year is $300 a year. So that's something that you got to factor in whenever you're doing your expenses with your home, because $300 is a significant bill to be included every year. And that don't even include pest control, which pest control, they were charging $400 a year. Yeah, there might be companies out there that might be cheaper. In my opinion, I do my own pest control. I go through the house and use pest control spray inside and out, save me money. I do the termite control because that's something I'm not an expert in. I can YouTube it and learn it, but I would rather have a professional do that. Another bill that you may face is lawn care. In an apartment, you don't have to worry about cutting the grass or making sure your weeds aren't out of control. When you're in a home, that can range from $38 to $100, $150. Me, and I'm a very hands-on person. If I can YouTube it, if I can learn it, I'll do it. So with lawn care, in an apartment, you don't have to cut your grass. They cut it for you. You don't have to worry about that. With owning a home, you have to cut your grass because you have to abide by HOA. HOA is a part of your community. So our community has a HOA, so we have to make sure our grass is cut, our weeds aren't wild, make sure our plants aren't, dead or dying. So I save money by cutting my own grass. Some people get their grass cut by professionals. I'm very hands-on. I like to save money, very frugal person. If I might say, one thing that we also do is get our lawn treated. So we pay about $38 a month to get our lawn treated. I can do it myself, but I'd rather have a professional do it so our yard can look the best it can. Eventually I'll do it myself just to save that $40 a month, but right now, since it's new side, I wanted the professional to do it, make sure everything grows correctly. So those are some of the things that you have to think about. Another thing is security. Whenever you move in a new construction home, you might get offered a security package. Our security is with ADT, so we pay about $55 a month. I think Vivid, came out and they wanted to buy our contract out and charge us $98 a month for a higher quality package, but you know, it can range. That's something that you don't have to deal with apartments. Some apartments you may get your alarm through your cable provider, or you might not need a alarm. So that's another bill that you have to think about. But one of the main bills that you have to think about, which is yearly, and most of the time it comes out your escrow, is your property tax. Property tax, I've been hearing about it from my friends that own homes, but to be a first-time home buyer and get that property tax bill, it's like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? They want me to pay this amount of money by this date. Okay, like I didn't know. Since we signed in December, we got the property tax year for 2020. So I think that's how it works. It could be vice versa, where we got the 2021 property tax for that year. But key point, if you're looking for a home, if you sign after January 1st, you won't have to worry about that property tax bill. You'll worry about it the next year. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure in our case, we signed on the 26th of December. So we were only literally in the house maybe 7 or 8 days until that new year started. But the property tax bill is something that is a huge bill because, you know, it's a combination of where you live, value of your land, schools that you have by, community needs. So that's something that you have to keep in mind, and you don't have to worry about when you're in an apartment. So I didn't see a lot of people talking about property taxes whenever I was looking. I didn't know too much about it, but now that I do, you know, you want to make sure you get your homestead extension, which is going to bring some of those property tax down, and it's applied every year to your property taxes once you apply the first time. So make sure you do that. All right, everyone, that's all I have for home buying advice. If you like this video, hit that like button. If you want to help out our channel, hit that subscribe button. And thank you for tuning in to The Washington Way. How about them Cowboys?